It is 8:14 in the morning. Our flight departs at 9:30. Boarding starts in under 40 minutes. We are checked in at the gate and waiting to board. I had no problems getting through screening or anything. Alex was nice enough to drop us off before he headed into work. We are very, very grateful for this trip and for getting to stay with Hailey and Alex. They were fantastic hosts.
Indubitably.
And both this trip and the whole trip in general and the con were so enjoyable that we've already decided we want to try to come back next year. Because it's not too big. Like, it's a big convention, but it's not too big for itself. You're not walking between multiple buildings trying to get around everywhere. You're not having to stand in lines to get in all the different buildings. It's an acceptable, comfortable size for a large convention. We will be home in under 7 hours. And as much fun as we had, we will be very glad to be home. We miss our families, we miss our dogs and our cats, we miss our own bed. I just realized I never actually said the normal intro, "Hey y'all, it's Alirien." And welcome to the 7th and final day of our Las Vegas trip, which is our way home.
Flight attendants, please be seated for departure.
Landing in Denver was rough. I got sick in the last minute and a half, so that's fun. We are boarding the second flight to New Orleans now. Takeoff is at 1:25. I think it's 12:40 something right now. Not quite one. Another 2.5 hours and we're home.
Local time is 4:40. Local time is 4:44.
Editing Allie, and that about wraps up our trip to Las Vegas. We had an amazing time for most of the week. I think we had a few things here and there that cropped up, but no travel is going to be completely flawless and without its hiccups, right? Our biggest takeaways, I will be hesitant in the future to use Turo, but likely what's going to happen is the next time we go out there, we will road trip. We will make the time to take the what amounts to about a 24-hour drive, because that way we will also have our own vehicle. We'll have more space in the vehicle for our own stuff, and that way I can bring bigger costumes, I can bring bigger props, and we can bring back bigger souvenirs if we want to, and we don't have to worry about trying to ship anything or how the hell we're gonna get it home on an airplane. Flying in the future, I will definitely make sure to get not basic economy, but the next level up, whatever's the seat that I need to get to make sure I have a personal item and a carry-on, because that was one thing that I missed in booking basic economy with United. United was great. We had very few issues with them. The issues that I kind of had were I didn't understand that basic economy doesn't get a carry-on, so that was a small hiccup right before we left. And then landing in and taking off from Denver was just hell on my stomach and my head. I was nauseated on both flights leaving Denver, and I got sick on the landing in Denver on the way home. I think just the altitude and the air currents in and around Denver, Colorado, are just too rough for me to fly into Denver. So future layovers will probably have to be somewhere else if it means a slightly longer flight to and from that layover point. So be it. But yeah, we had an amazing time. As I think I mentioned at some point in one of the videos, we're already, I think earlier in this video, we're already planning to go back to Level Up Expo and go back out there this time next year to go to Level Up and spend time there, because there are so many things we wanted to do in Vegas in general that we just didn't have time for. So we're gonna make a point to do them next year. I've been watching the Level Up Expo website like a hawk, watching for those new dates. But yeah, I think I've gotten long-winded enough with this. So thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed not just this video, but the whole series of our trip to Vegas. It was Chris's first time seeing Las Vegas in person. It was my second time being there. And as I said, we both had so much fun. And if you did like the video and the series, you know all of the buttons and the links to show me that love, but if nothing else, I hope you'll subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and ring that notification bell to turn on all notifications. That way, you never miss a video. If you would like to see more content like this specifically, I have my travel and events playlists linked in the cards and in the description. That way you can easily access all of the Vegas videos, all of the Level Up videos, and all my other travel and con and Ren Fair and so on content. And in the description, you can also find my Linktree portal where you can keep up with my other adventures on other social media planes, such as Instagram, Facebook, and my own website. As always, I would like to give a huge special shout out to my coven of patrons for continuing to support me. And if you, dear viewer, would like to join their ranks, again, check that Linktree for my Patreon, which begins at $1 per month. Thanks again. Stay tuned for, finally, more Breath of the Wild gaming VODs, and I shall speak to you all again very soon. Keep aiming, my loves. Mwah! Bye, y'all.